What's up everybody, Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, coming at you with another video. Thank you guys very much for taking time out to check it out. I appreciate it very much so. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet done that, because I would appreciate that as well. And make sure you guys check out M&C Mornings this Sunday, 10:45 a.m. on my channel. We're going to be giving away some cool stuff, Xbox Live, game codes, whatever. You guys can call in on Skype, MC Space Mornings, leave a voicemail, or call in live during the show, and we'll have a good time. It's always fun. I want to talk about a little bit of some disappointment that I have with the Xbox community in general. Now, this doesn't really concern the PlayStation community because it's really, frankly, none of your business, and, you know, we kind of deal with our own or whatever. But I want to say I'm a little bit disappointed that the new IP this generation from Microsoft haven't really taken off the way that I had hoped. We're really missing an opportunity to get some great franchises. Now, granted, the first game in a franchise might not always be the best, but let's just look at some of the series that really took off because people stuck with the first franchise. If you look at Halo, I know the first Halo, a lot of people love that, but for me, Halo really took off with Halo 2 when you had the online multiplayer and things like that, so that might not be the best example. Gears 1 obviously was a great game or whatever, that's fine, but we could even look at, say, Forza Motorsport. The first Forza Motorsport wasn't great, but then when they come out with the second and third, you know, it gets better, but people supported it right away, and so it helped. Even look at something on the PlayStation side like Uncharted. The first Uncharted, very average in my opinion, and then Uncharted 2 took it to a whole new level. Sonic the Hedgehog, the first Sonic the Hedgehog, kind of average. The second one, when they introduced the spin dash and all that, really phenomenal game, you know? So you need to stick with it and maybe support these games. Now, we know that ReCore didn't light the world on fire. It didn't need to. Like, that game wasn't expensive to make. It used Unity engine, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't something that took a lot. They didn't do a lot of advertising for it or anything like that. But I'm still disappointed that, you know, more people didn't give it a try. I'm sure some of the review scores had something to do with that. Quantum Break, again, this was a fantastic game. One of the most innovative games of the generation. The way they integrated the TV aspect, all high-class quality stuff. And then even going back to beforehand, you had games like Sunset Overdrive. Absolutely one of my favorite games of the generation, and people didn't really support it. You know, that could have been and should have been Microsoft's next big franchise. I know it was a second-party relationship with Insomniac, but that's how Gears of War started off. If the second one would have had co-op campaign and versus multiplayer like Team Deathmatch, that could have been Microsoft's next big franchise. Quantum Break could have been that. You know, ReCore could have been that. Ryse Son of Rome could have been that. I absolutely love Ryse Son of Rome. That was a fantastic game. That could have been and should have been a great franchise for the Xbox. But instead, people chose not to buy it, whatever, like review scores. I know people say they don't matter, but to the majority of people, when you hear bad reviews for games, you don't buy them. So I'm disappointed that, you know, a lot of people are like, well, all we get are the same things, Forza, Gears, and Halo. And look, I'm going to be 100% honest. I wouldn't play Xbox if I didn't get those games. Those are my favorite franchises. I'm very happy that Microsoft cranks out their AAA titles on time, regularly. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love that. Wouldn't like Xbox if they didn't do that. They sprinkle in some smaller games and arcade stuff. They got Ori and stuff like that. I love that too. But I do want to say that, you know, I'm disappointed that more people haven't really spoken up and talked about these games. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't people support Sunset Overdrive or, you know, Ryse or, you know, Quantum Break or ReCore? You know, this doesn't leave me much hope for games like Scalebound and Sea of Thieves, both of which look absolutely fantastic, and we want more franchises, more regular franchises, right? Wouldn't you guys have loved the Sunset Overdrive 2 to come out like next year? I think that would be fantastic, but now we'll never get one. Or a Quantum Break in a couple years, now we'll never get one. Or an Alan Wake, we'll never get another one of those because nobody supported it when it came out. So I'm just saying, you know, Xbox fans, you got to step your game up. Yes, Gears, Halo, and stuff, those are all great, fantastic games. Keep buying them, but also it wouldn't hurt to give some of these other games a chance. You know, give them a chance. Let them thrive. Give them a chance to come out and do something. That's what we got to do. And hopefully you guys see that and do that, because I would love there to be more franchises to be in line with Gears, Forza, Halo. You know what I mean? I would love to add a Sunset Overdrive or a Ryse to that rotation. You know what I mean? And I think it would be great and diverse. So let me know what you guys think. Sound off in the comment section. I'm not really meaning to harp or be harsh on anyone in the community in particular. Just would love to see more support for some of these games. Let me know what you think. Sound off, comment, rate, subscribe. Rack 'em up, guys and girls. Crapgamer out.